at will, and another brilliant start for him. This time in a run chase, Nepal need him to fire, and what he's doing is just exactly that, firing on all cylinders.
Great start to the over. Short and wide. Hit me, says the ball. Irie obliges. And that was a cracking square cut. Just cannoned into the advertising boards. And when Irie hits it, it just speds away. The chants are getting louder. You can hear Nepal, Nepal all the way. Off the back foot. 2 runs for the taking. Irie will get back comfortably. Now the momentum slowly creeping into the ranks of Nepal. Just when you thought at the stroke of the 20th over they were staring down the barrel, it has all changed. Take a look at Irie and Cowdell. One pushes, one obliges.
And they are just spectacular. This is some really outrageous running between the two. It's been hit straight to the fielder, but they've still managed to get 2 runs, and that's the beauty of these two when they're running between the wickets.
Also, you've got to give some benefit of doubt to the field as it's rained. It could be a little marshy, a little patchy, a little slippery, so they are very tentative with their running, particularly in the deep and in the boundary ropes. That's why most of them are actually running even flat-footed to ensure that they don't really cause any kind of injury. And that's coming to help the batters in the middle.
Oh yes, absolutely. I think they've been able to exploit that, these two, pretty well. With that boundary, the 100 comes up for Nepal.
Fast hands of Dipendra Singh Irie brings up the second boundary of the over. This man will take down anyone and everyone in front of him when he gets going, and he is in his elements once again today. What a shot!
Yeah, Mr. Consistent, Dipendra Singh Irie, consistent yet again, opening the face of the bat, hitting unconventional gaps. No chance for that fielder to stop that. You can't place field to positions like those when you can have Dipendra Singh Irie maneuver the ball in the gap with so much of ease.
He's an artist at work, Dipendra Singh Irie. All of a sudden you sense that Scotland in these nice cool conditions are feeling the heat in the middle because a certain Irie is working magic with the bat. Under edge, inside edge, how did I miss that, says Irie.
I think he read that slow ball. Yeah, he did. It's just that it kept a bit low and hence not the right connection that Dipendra Singh Irie was going for. He knows he's missed an opportunity. He's sighting the ball really well. He's middling the ball. He's placing the ball in the gaps. He's unstoppable at the moment. Dipendra Singh Irie, 45 of just 40 balls. 1 hit away from a 50.
Pulled away. Another boundary, the third of the over. This man, Dipendra Singh Irie, is in the peak of his powers, and he's hell-bent on taking Nepal home today. What an over this has turned out to be. 14 coming off it, 1-1-2 for 3.
Again, just not the ideal delivery from Jarvis. He waited for it and placed it in the gap. When he plays, he more often than not manages to beat the fielders. Even if they are there for that shot, he's managed to find the boundary and end the over with a flurry of hits towards the fence. 3 boundaries in the over. 24 ball. Nepal now are looking really good and threatening in this run chase. 112 for 3.
Yeah, I just love watching Nepal on display. And they're getting closer to the DL target now. 9 runs shot. That took the edge. That beat everything. And that will race away for another 4. So in the last 7 deliveries, we've seen 4 boundaries. And that's 4 byes coming in favor of Nepal. And they all come
Rohit Podel, and of course Cross had no idea where that was going. So there is some purchase, some grip, some turn, but this is just 4 runs gift wrapped for Nepal. Solid start to this over as well. 4 runs in the form of byes. Nepal won't be complaining. They're 116 for 3.
That's a quick single. Irie on strike.
Now this has been a magical run between the two. Nepal Singh Irie and Rohit Podel. They both know the job is not yet done. And I think that little conversation that Least had with Podel and Nepal Singh Irie has just worked in favor of Nepal. It has pumped them up. And right now these two are looking very threatening. Scotland are well and truly on the back foot now.
Quick single, detected problems. Oh, the wicketkeeper may have just impacted the stumps, but in the process, stand up and applaud this innings by Nepal Singh Irie, the chase master, under pressure, as cool as he gets. Yet again, he proves his worth with the bat, as he works magic with the bat, sometime turning that into a sledgehammer. His 8th ODI 50, well played, Nepal Singh Irie.
He's a class act, Nepal Singh Irie. He's been consistent in this one-day format, and he continues to be impressive. 850 in one-day international cricket, and it's coming quick fire time, just 43 balls. What a knock this has been from Nepal Singh Irie. He came out and he's just expressed himself. Just love the way he bats.
This has been the hallmark of the partnership. Not the 4s, not the 6s. It's the 1s and the 2s. Game on, ladies and gentlemen. This game is certainly creating some wonderful moments. 119 for 3.
Nepal, but the good news is it's Rohit Kumar Podel and Nepal Singh Irie in the middle. 50 for Nepal Singh Irie, 31 for Rohit Podel. They've still got Gulshan Kumar and Arif Sheikh yet to come out to bat. So things falling in place for Nepal. That required rate is still high, 7.29. But the good news for Nepal is that these two set batters are more than capable of chasing that total down if they stay there till the end. Brad Curry into the attack.
I'll tell you what, Shoaib. What's really nice is that Rohit Podel has played himself in. Sometimes you feel you need those moments that just channelize your aggression and anger into something more fruitful. Now, Rohit Podel in the 1920th over was miffed with the players. He was angry there, and sometimes this works as a catalyst if you're a player. He was not pleased, not happy. He showed the bat to the player who was grinning behind him, and that's all worked as runs in the middle.
Yeah, the best way to reply to anything is with the bat and by scoring runs, and that's what Rohit Podel has done. And yes, we thought that it might have just triggered him, and boy, has it triggered Rohit Podel and Nepal Singh Irie.
Don't trigger Rohit Podel. That's the moral of the story. It becomes a fierce line.
Scotland need to play smart here. Yes, 50, Dipendra Singh Hari. And you could see Cross just disturbing the bails way before the ball arrived.
And that's pressure. You can sense Scotland are now feeling the heat. Trust me, it's very cold out here. But some people are not feeling that cold. Yes! Oh, poor shot by Paudel. Brain freeze moment from the captain of Nepal. It wasn't on, and he's handed back their initiative here. Knows it.
Oh yes, that's a heartbreaking moment there from Rohit. Wanted to lap that. That ball was never there to be lapped and wanted to play that behind the keeper. Instead, the ball crashes into the stumps. And this was the moment that Scotland were really waiting for. You can see that Brad is pumped up, and why not? He's broken this partnership and the captain departs. 32 of 46 for him. That's the fourth wicket down for Nepal. It's 1-1 for 4. New batter in. Arif Sheikh, number 6 for Nepal. Again, one of the few batters who scored runs in the ICC Men's CWC League 2. Not too far behind Dipendra Singh Hari, who's obviously taken a lead in terms of runs in the series. But Arif Sheikh has
I'm not too sure if the shot was on. Very poor selection. Why Mr. Paudel? And look at Brad Curry. Look at that send-off. He knows how big a wicket it is. And that's a bowler-like celebration.
He knows the importance of that wicket. He's definitely enjoyed that, and why not? Breaking that partnership. New batter in the middle. Nepal will have to rebuild again. 26 bowled. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Not too sure. Oliver Davidson. A single taken. Dipendra Singh Hari. Now his responsibility doubles from here on, Mikhail. Rohit Paudel back in the dugout. He will have to now anchor the innings and score runs at the same time.
Now, what a time if you're Scotland to get the wicket of Rohit Paudel. His partnership was 76 for the fourth wicket. Came to an end. Arif Sheikh, another very strong middle order bat. Good athlete. A wonderful boy. But he'll have to just get going. Remember, the surface is turning square on a couple of deliveries. And good to see slip in place.
Yeah, a few quieter overs will work really well for Scotland. They don't mind bowling a few overs quickly to Arif Sheikh and let that required rate creep up to 8.5, 9.
You really don't look at the asking rate beyond a point. If Irie is in the middle, Stuart Law, watching things in attendance. Oh, Vinod Bhandari once again is still to bat down. And to his left is Gulshan He spoke about run rate. Take a look at this. Some very serious concern faces Stuart Law under the tent all by himself. Just watching proceedings.
Swept again. Only two more for Dipendra Singh Airi.
I'm not too concerned about the run rate now with Airi in the middle because I know he'll get me that 15-20 run over. I'm more concerned about the batter at the other end giving him company. I know if I need it 12 and over, Airi will get me that. For that, Airi needs to be there till the end and somebody needs to support him. 94 or 73, I'm looking at a T20 approach from here.
Oh no, that's not good news. That is not good news. Pin drop silence at the Tribhuvan University International Cricket Ground as Dipendra Singh Airi looking to go over extra cover, finds a thick edge, and Oliver Davidson gets his prized wicket.
And you sense why there's a lull in the crowd. Just tried to slice that, got a thick outside edge. What a big moment if you're Scotland. Half the side back in the dugout. Nepal now on the back foot. Finlay McCreath with the catch. And Airi will be dragging himself back to the dugout. Aren't they happy to see the back of jersey number 45, Airi? He walks back for 55 and 49. Now the problems are well documented here for Nepal in this chase. Well played, Airi. And he goes soon after his captain. 127 for 5.
सब्सक्राइब गर्नुहोस् है डिपेन्ड आउट भयो के
Look, he's still to bat down. So is Vinod Bhandari. He hasn't batted down. Dipendra Singh Airi has just walked into the dugout. Some very pensive faces here in the Nepal dugout as Bradley Curry continues to bowl.
Yeah, Rohit really batted well while he was there. That one poor shot selection has costed him his wicket, and so did Vinod Bhandari play a false shot. So both of them will feel that they've not done justice. That's the wicket of Dipendra Singh Airi. Again, making room for himself, slashing hard, and a simple catch taken. Gulshan the all-rounder, the finisher for Nepal. Nicely bowled by Brad Curry. He's bowling well, bowling the right lengths. Got that wicket of Rohit Kumar Paudel earlier. Now this over 2 has been right on the money.
Yeah. Sense that reaction from Rohit Paudel with his hands on his face. Just feel that they understand with every game sliding away from their hands, slipping away from their hands, it's making life difficult for them to make it to the top 6. Gets an outside edge. Protection in the deep, he gets off the mark, Gulshan.
Yeah, they was looking so good together, the two, Rohit Kumar and Dipendra Singh Airi, and while they were there, that run chase was definitely on. But with those 2 wickets now, with Scotland, they'll feel that they've got this game in their hand. That was the moment, I think, that changed everything in this run chase. Dipendra Singh Airi, who looking to accelerate. He wouldn't have played that shot. That's it! Had Rohit Paudel been there. Oh, is that a chance? Yes, it is. Sharp catch, it covers. Another wicket falls. Trouble continues for Nepal. Brad Curry with his second.
Yeah, they're falling like a pack of cards here, Nepal. Captain went, Irie followed, and Arif Sheikh too. Walks back to the dugout. 3 wickets in no time, and Brad Curry with a second. What a sharp, nice, low catch by the captain, Richie Berrington. Scotland have raised their game in the field today, taking some spectacular catches, and the ground fielding too has showed up. And all of a sudden, the crowd too has gone silent. I just wonder if the chase also now is meeting a dead end here for Nepal, because we are into the bottom half of this batting order.
In is Karan Casey, 129 for 6. The chase has lost its steam. That's because two of their prime batters for Nepal, the captain and vice captain, are back in the dugout. Karan Casey is out there in the middle to give company to Gulshan now.
Yeah, there it is. Irie is not pleased with what's happening. He's a bit cross. You can see Asif Sheikh sitting at the right of your screen. Behind him is Rohit Paudel. They can feel it that they had things in control. They're going through the emotions. And from here on, this chase gets all the more difficult. The surface is not easy to spinners. You have Mark Water still to come out. Oliver Davidson has the wicket of Irie. That's all going Scotland's way. Into the final 11 overs, 130 for 6. Nepal need a huge 91.
Brad Curry, number 4, is got on.
Yeah, spirited bowling performance from Scotland. Almost everyone contributing. 2 wickets for Brad Curry, 2 for Mark Watt. A wicket apiece for Oliver and Jack Jarvis as well. Now remember, it's not a full 50-over game. It's a rain-curtailed game, so 39 overs are to be bowled, which means 4 bowlers can bowl 8 and 1 can bowl 7. And hence, Barrington will have to use his options wisely.
Nepal lost 3 wickets for 8 runs. Paudel, Irie and Arif. On this surface, you see that happening. Wickets falling in a heap. Just knowing Karan Casey, he's going to give it a whack at some point. Now the sun slowly emerging out from the clouds, but it's gloomy in the Nepal dugout at this stage. Turn and bounce. That one delivery will always plant the seed of a doubt in the batter's mind.
Yeah, you can see that there is some dust on the pitch there, and that's where the ball has more often than not turned just outside the off stump. When you land that ball there, there's some extra spin and extra bounce available for the spinners.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, again, the top order there for Nepal is making life a little difficult. Kumal and Vinod Bhandari and Asif Sheikh departing early. They were 45 for 3. Gulshan had a good campaign in the last leg against Oman and UAE. Wickets and runs. Can he dish out a freakish performance today? Goes high. And he's got plenty of bat on this one, and that's almost out of here. Only to come back. Gulshan announces his arrival with the bat.
Yeah, he's brought the crowd back into the game. They are alive, and that's because of that clean hit from Gulshan. It's a huge hit. That was 6 on any cricket ground in the world. Right in the slot and right out of Gulshan Jha's presence.
7 runs off this over. We're into the final 10. Nepal 137 for 6. Six down Nepal, and the best on display has been Dipendra Singh Airi. It's been a regular fixture in this batting lineup for Nepal. Karan Casey will have to just play smart, get a single, allow Gulshan more strike. Yeah, how things have changed here. Still a good turnout, good game, one big partnership, one quick partnership. Yeah, another dot. Game day 1, match number 1. In a couple of days, USA will be in action. They are the third team on display. That turned sharply.
It's not going to be easy from here on for Nepal to go on to chase this total down, but it's not impossible. Karan Casey, we know, can hit a few. Just like that. That's in the gap. Meets the fielder. Important runs for Nepal.
I still want to believe there's some life in this game if these two batters get going. And Scotland cannot relax. Yes, the surface is turning, but it's still a good surface if you apply yourself. That would have been the best catch of the day. But never going to be easy because the fielder was airborne, parallel to the ground. First boundary here for Karan Casey. 80 of 56.
That equation is not all that difficult, but they'll need a big partnership between Gulshan and Karan Casey. Good over this so far from Lees, just 4 runs off it. The required rate now touching 9 over.
Oh, he's picked the bones out of this one, and that's out of here, and that's Karan Casey for you. A 4 and a 6 in this over. He keeps the chase and the hopes alive, and this has turned out to be a good hit from his bat. 1 for 7 for 6.
And that's a poor delivery from Lees. Juicy full toss outside off, and Karan Casey says thank you very much. I'm going to launch that over long gone, and I'm going to get half a dozen runs for my side. Ends the over with a 6. The sun speaking out, and the hopes and this game are both alive. 147 for 6. Well, Mikhail, after Dipendra Singh Dadi's dismissal, we saw crowds just leaving the ground. But now with these two hits, suddenly everybody is sitting. Everybody's come back and they think that there is a chance with these two out there in the middle. It just goes to show that there's so much still left in this game for Nepal.
Yeah, Karan Casey just telling the ones who left, you all can come back, my friends. So what if Irie is gone? I can do an Irie as well with the bat. That's why the utility of Karan Casey will come into play. Multi-dimensional players is what is the need of the hour at this moment. And we can see a drizzle now. The rain is getting a bit intense.
From this angle, there is a drizzle. Hopefully, it's just a passing shower because the sun is out. So I'm hoping there's no disruption in play. And what is bowling really well. They need to be very smart here, Mikhail, about who they target in that Scottish bowling lineup. They have to play their cards close to their chest.
Yeah, you've got to pick your target bowlers. You didn't want to do that when you were Scotland against Sandeep Lamichandani. You don't want to do the same against Mark Watt. He just bowled what a ball, Shoaib.
Not just what a ball, what a spell this has been from Mark Watt. 2 for 20 in his 6th over. Very impressive. 1 run off it. It's the 31st over of the game. 148 for 6. To go. 148 on the board for Nepal. It's going to be Brandon McMullen into the attack. 4 overs, 14 runs conceded. He's bowled well. Another multi-dimensional player for Scotland. Couldn't perform with the bat today, so he's contributing with the ball. And that's what good players do. Always looking to add value to your side. He's got a few overs to bowl, and these are some important overs that he'll be bowling in the 10th against Gulshan and Karan Casey. That's the field set. Here we go then. Starts off well on the stumps, no room offered. What an innings that was from Dipendra Singh Dadi, Mikhail.
Class and carnage in one breath. With his fast hands, he worked magic. He turned that willow into a magic wand, and then very fast, it became a sledgehammer. He just entertained, raised hope, played on all sides of the dial, and ran like a tiger in the middle. Back live. Single to bring Casey on strike. Dipendra Singh's batting efforts in the last couple of games worthy of a mention. Crowd went gaga. He got to his 8th ODI 50, and then he lobbed one to shot third. Scores of 33 before this, 100 against UAE, 60 against Oman, 75 against UAE, and 23 not out against UAE. That was a T20 international, and that's That's why a batter who has the insatiable hunger for runs was happy he gave it away. Cut away. I still feel this target is not out of hand. I know that required rate is coming close to 10. Just take a look at this. The sun is out in all its glory. And so is the rain. The rain is also out in all its glory. How often do you see this kind of weather? Lovely ball. Nicely dug out by Gulshan. I keep asking everybody around me, Shoaib, what are the weather predictions today? Will it rain or will it not rain? And even local intel sometimes is not able to give us an accurate definition of the weather and the rain. And I have stopped seeing the weather maps and the apps. So close to the off stump.
Yeah, we do tend to check the weather apps and try to find out whether there's any rain predicted. That's a good ball just outside the off stump. But more often than not, it's been the other way. Whenever there's prediction of rain, we haven't seen a lot of rain, and when there's no prediction of rain, suddenly it gets gloomier, darker. Clouds come out of nowhere. Swing and a miss. They're appealing for a stumping as well. Not out, says the umpire. End of the over, 32 bowled. We'll have a look at that appeal again. Oh, that was really close. Some part of the foot should be behind the line, is what it says. 151. That's the score for Nepal after 6 wickets down. They still need another 70 from 7 overs. And that's the bowling card for Scotland.
And I want to believe with Mark Watt bowling his 7th over, which is his penultimate. Remember, 4 bowlers can bowl 8. I want to believe Gulshan will look at a bit of a launch here. Matchups with the turn, with the angle, deep mid-wicket, cow corner. Just one field and the deep on the off, and one at long off and cover sweeper.
Well, that just lands between the two fielders, so some luck going Gulshan's way. We all went looking for the ball outside on the green field. It was a mistimed hit from Gulshan, and while 2 players did try their best, it was not enough.
Could have gone anyway, falls in between. And if you're a batter, you want to read signs. Karan Casey already has a 6 and a 4 to his credit. But Mark Watt is the danger man. Got some big scalps. Yeah, you can see from here that it's raining, but the ground staff in the background are really not getting into action mode. They're nicely sitting and watching a lovely game play out.
Yeah, it's just very unusual, isn't it? There's a slight drizzle, and because the sun is out, I think the groundsmen also feel that it's just a matter of time that even that drizzle goes away. So they're pretty relaxed, but they're very close to those covers. So if needed, they'll bring those covers on pretty quickly. Right now, Nepal need a full game, and they want to have a chance of chasing this target down.
I just felt that was more like a carom ball released from the hand of Mark Watt. You could see him just flipping it, not really imparting the revs. And Gulshan slowly but surely deciding which area he should be targeting.
That's a poor delivery. That's a rare poor delivery from Mark Watt, and Gulshan has worked it nicely towards the backward square leg region for 4 runs.
Yeah, one too many here for Mark Watt. Straying down the leg side. No fielder in the deep. Gets some back. Get a 4. Gulshan still want to believe his presence in a large way will keep the hopes alive here for Nepal. One good over, 115-20 run over, and it all changes.
That's up and over, extra cover. That's been timed supremely well by Gulshan. One down the leg side, and now this glorious drive for half a dozen more runs. Gulshan is bringing this ground alive with his beautiful batting skill on display.
Yeah, he's such a dangerous cricketer, such an attractive one. Uses his long levers and long reach and hits that over extra cover. Every 4, every 6 will raise hopes for the batting side, and for the bowling side it'll add more pressure. It's not about the run rate from here on, it's about how long can Gulshan keep the fight.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. Gulshan was not expecting that. And yes, he's got a smile on his face because he can see the funny side of it. That should have been launched out of the ground. Instead, it'll be a dot ball. So 33 bowled. Another 6 overs left. It's 163 for 6.
Asking you can bowl? You can bowl? Asking you was out of his time.
That's the batting card so far. Gulshan and Karan in the middle, 55 from Dipendra Singh Airi. Not a lot of batting left, to be honest. Nandan Yadav, Sandeep and Lalit are not known for their batting prowess. So it has to be these two batting the next 6 overs. On the other hand, Scotland will want another wicket here to dent Nepal's chances of chasing this total down. Still a lot of runs needed. Karan has requested for a change in the gloves. He'll get that, but the umpires are not happy.
Yeah, and there's a reason, because you've got to finish the stipulated number of overs inside the clock time, and Faisal Khan Afridi is not quite happy with Kushal Burtel's entry, who quietly came in and gave the gloves and moved out of the frame.
Pushed in the gap. Some more runs for Nepal. He's coming back for the second and will make it in the end. Not so comfortably, but yes, 2 runs for Nepal.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what he's changed here, Karan Casey. The gloves or the shoes. That's because he's been on roller skates for that second run. Look at that. Gulshan is saying no. He's saying, I want the second run. Great cricket here by Nepal and Karan Casey.
Pushed again, but this time it's straight to the fielder. It's a tall ask. 10 runs and over for 6 overs, including this one. We know that this is the last recognized batting pair in the middle for Nepal.
Runs. Nice dive there. You just wonder at this stage, what would Nepal give to have Dipendra Singh Airi at this stage of the game? Just imagine it, he being here. A lovely effort. twice. They got to be red. Can we get this one out as well, boys? By the end of it, Gulshan was struggling to get back for that second. He felt he always had enough time to make it. More accurate, more hard, strong, firm throw.
This is good bowling from Brad Curry under pressure. All he needs to do is not give away easy boundaries here. He's bowled well, he's bowled to a plan, he needs to continue to bowl that way. No freebies, no full tosses, no slot deliveries. Another 2 balls to go in the over. Looking to heave that towards the onside. Will get only a single, Gulshan.
Here's 52 from 31.
Nepal not ready to give in yet. They're ready to give it back. Scotland know that 1 wicket and the opening is there, and they'll run through that bottom order. They've bowled well, they've fielded well. A couple of times they've had those ordinary blips in the middle, in the outfield.
Has he found the field there, Karan Casey? Yes! In his bid to accelerate, he forces the issue only to depart. And the big opening here for Scotland has come as Brad Curry gets his 3rd wicket and Karan Casey's cameo comes to an end. That's wicket number 7. And Nepal now are staring down the barrel. Yeah, didn't get the middle of the bat. And the bat turning in his hand. And a lovely catch in the deep. Had to keep his eyes on the ball, Owen Gould. And he's done a fine job of it. Very good job. Isn't he delighted? Karan Casey's fight comes to an end. Yeah, with every catch taken, this stadium goes silent. 169 for 7 as Nandan Yadav walks out.
के हुन्छ होला के छ्या झोलाइ मात्रै होइन नि
Yeah, moments like this can make you a hero too. Gulshan will have that in mind. A little bit of support, a little bit of help. Yeah, but Scotland's discipline in their catching today has to be spoken about very early in the innings when Anas Sheikh hold out in the deep to a very fine catch taken by Davidson. Ever since then, Scotland have not looked back when they are catching. All right then, moment here for Gulshan. Got a couple of runs in the last over from Bots. Over, he's into his final. Top edge, falls safely and they'll get a single.
धन्न पछि गइसक्यो
Yeah, similar kind of shot offered in the previous over by Gulshan that went for 4. This time it takes the leading edge and beats the 2 fielders at shot third and shot fine. So only a single is what they'll get. Nandan Yadav is the new batter in and he's there because of Karan Casey's dismissal. Nicely caught at long on by Gould. Was done well. It was onto his right. Had to cover a few yards. Eyes on the ball and he's enjoyed that.
Shoaib, own goal as substitute fielder, and sometimes that one catch is such a big contribution for a fielder filling in for somebody else but taking it at a crucial time, and you feel you've done so much of work and made so much of an impact for the side.
100%. I couldn't agree more. I think every effort, every attempt, every run saved by anyone for that matter, but specifically if it's a substitute fielder, I think it just makes you feel even more confident about your skill set and makes you happy and content. At the end of the day, they'll take two. So yes, it's a team game, it's a team sport, and every contribution matters.
Yeah, it certainly does. Every drop helps in making an ocean. Mark Watt, he's made a huge impact in this game with bat and ball.
Yeah, he's been the backbone of the Scottish bowling lineup for a number of years now, and every time I've seen him bowl, he's always shown immense grit and determination. Now, Gulshan, I think, has hurt himself. That ball, after hitting off the bat, has hit him on his unprotected area of the feet. I think it's somewhere behind, yes, near the ankle, and that definitely stings and hurts a lot.
Yeah, he'll get the magic spray on quickly with some ice, and he'll be back on his feet soon. But take a look at Mark Watt's impact in this game, Shoaib. He came out to bat when they were really struggling at one stage, got 29 in 20, 24 in 18, beg your pardon, 2 fours, 2 sixes. And now he has a couple of wickets. That can hurt. You can see his reaction. Ouch. That's an ouch moment for a cricketer in the field. You just can't run. You just can't do anything. Yeah, that kind of a moment. We've all gone through playing cricket. We say we surrender to the pain.
Yeah, it does hurt a lot, and it takes some time. I think the magic spray might just do the trick for Gulshan, because his contribution with the bat remains precious and immeasurable for Nepal in pursuit of those 2 points. They still need 48 of 26, and Gulshan Jha is the man who can take them home. He's on 25 of 17 up against Mark Watt, who's into his last over. So last 2 balls left in this over, and Gulshan Jha is back on his feet, and that's good news for Nepal.
Not too sure how much he'll rely on his running after that hit, so you can expect some bigger chances of the boundary hits coming through.
And that's been hit straight. So not allowing Gulshan to get underneath the ball there, Mark Watt. He's bowling it quicker, flatter, and almost like a medium pacer, attempting to bowl Yorkers.
Absolutely. Got to be so versatile as a bowler. Think so differently. Got to really bowl with a lot of imagination. And also bravado. That's the key. Nandan Yadav is taking a very, very good look at the outfield. Slip in place. 1 ball to see off in this over. He does well. 5 coming off it, 35 done. Into the final 4. Nepal, 174 for 7. Still need another 47 runs of the 24 deliveries. Yeah, they've gone quiet. They've gone silent. But they're just 1 6 away from again standing on their feet. The golden boy Gulshan, can he turn into that? Maybe we can coin a new term if he sees them through. But he's up against
सबैजनाले
some
लाइक
very
कमेन्ट
smart,
सब्सक्राइब पनि
disciplined,
गरिदिनु
tidy
है
bowlers
सब्सक्राइब गरिदिनुहोस्
who's been there, done that.
गेम जित्ने भनेको
47
यस्तै
from
हो आज
24.
सब्सक्राइब त
And
गरिदिनुहोस्
some change in the field. What comes back? Yeah, quite a few boundary riders. You deep backward square leg, deep mid wicket, and the long on here for Gulshan Jah. Just that one big space between deep mid wicket and long on, that cow corner region.
That's up and away into the stands. Gulshan Jah has hit one right where the crowd is cheering for him and hoping that he can pull off a run chase, a heist here at the Tribhuvan University International Cricket Ground. What a hit! That sounded like a gunshot.
Yeah, that sounded sweet if you're a Nepal cricket fan. And he's drilled that over long on. Juicy full toss, good height, good pace. Someone taking in the crowd. Yeah, that certainly gave everyone a reason to cheer for. And what a start to the over. Just how 1 6 raises hopes. Sandeep Lamichhane and Lalit Rajbanshi after this. He's an incredible striker of the ball, Gulshan Jah. And his presence is so needed for Nepal.
He's a dangerous batter, Gulshan, and that 6 is just a testament to that. Good bowling there from Brendan. Followed Gulshan, wanted to make room for himself, and gets that Yorker right. That's the 6 again. No problems with the height. It was just at the ideal height for Gulshan, and he goes up and over long on. That's way deep into the stands. One bounce, and they would have enjoyed it. Why not? Keeping hopes alive here for Nepal in this run chase.
I'll tell you what, Shoaib, those 5 boys will never make great fielders. They just couldn't get their hand on the ball. It was a scramble out there. But for the moment, Gulshan Jah is off strike. You sense that the fielders inside the 30-yard circle are going to attack to stop that single, because Nandan Yadav knows his job. I have to get to the other end, he'll be telling himself. You cannot afford dots from here on. Change in the field, mid-off comes up. So 4 fielders on the off inside the circle at short third, deep backward point, more gully, short cover and mid-off.
Yeah, that's not good. Nandan Yadav. Yeah, nobody's expecting him to hit the ball out of the park, but at least try and get Gulshan Jah back on strike. After hitting a 6 on the first ball, McMullen will be very confident about the way he's made a comeback in this over. Last ball left.
Single denied by Gulshan Jah, and that's the right way forward. Nandan, stay there. I want to see you at the bowler's end in the next over. 7 of the over, 181 for 7.
ओभरकै गेम खेलाउनु पर्ने कि केही हुन्थ्यो कि भन्ने आश हुन्थ्यो
Gulshan 33 in 21. It's going to be Brad Curry, one of the best on display today with the ball. He's been accurate, his balls have inspired spells, and he's mixed that pace really well. Just feel 70-30 in favor of the bowling side from here on.
What a hit again.
Good.
This time it's even further. It's out of here. It's out of Kirtipur. And Nepal and Gulshan are making things very interesting in the middle. 6 to start off this over.
There's only one boy who can change the mood of Nepal tonight, and it's that man in your frame, Gulshan. He can do the unthinkable because he's the unstoppable at the moment. And look at that for a home run. That's disappeared. Now he can finish things off in a jiffy if he gets going. And this means that he's not going to take any single from here on. 17 deliveries of strike for Gulshan. And Nepal can be on the other side of the finishing line. Can he write one of the best stories and chapters of Nepal cricket tonight? Take a look at that for a hit.
That was a clean hit from Gulshan. And the moment he hit it, he knew that it's going to go all the way for 6. And so did Brad Curry, and so did Matthew Gross, and so did all of us here in the comm box. That was such a great hit from Gulshan. 39 for him of 22 balls, and there's still another 5 deliveries left in this Brad Curry over. It's been hit straight down the ground, and he's taken a single. So that's a gamble, a big roll of the dice from Gulshan, because it's going to be Nandan Yadav now to face the next ball.
Sure, the only concern of playing with a tail, we saw it in a couple of games previously when Vinayak Shukla got stuck with 3 wickets falling at the other end. So it's not about not getting strike for a couple of deliveries. It's about being stranded at the other end sometimes. And then you're left with 1 wicket to play with. You have 3 now. You've got to weigh your options here.
Nandan Yadav should look for a single. Well, he was not exactly looking for a single, but they'll take it.
Just felt Nandan did an Irie just now, but that misfired. What a match.
Enthralling cricket from Nepal, and what I've really enjoyed the most from the Nepal batters is that they've not given up hope. Everyone who's come out has shown belief that they can do it. Gulshan showing that belief as well. It's straight, it's in the gap. The fielding has been brilliant today from Scotland, and they continue to impress us with some great field work. They'll come back for 2, rather 3 from Gulshan. This is good running between the wickets.
An inspired piece of fielding. It was 4 for the taking for the longest time, but look at that for an effort. Absolutely brilliant from Finlay McCreath, and then nicely doubled up by Owen Gold. 11 runs already with 2 balls to go. Nandan Yadav on strike. Pressure on Brad Curry. He's changed sides. He's coming around the wicket.
This is in the air, but will land just in front of the long off fielder. Gold there. We'll clean that up. Good over this for Nepal. 28 needed of 13 now.
एक रनले भए पनि
Look at
उतापट्टि
that by
गुल्सनले जान पायो नि त अब
Finley McCreath. What an effort.
गुल्सनले छक्का हान्छ
If
कि
it
भन्ने आश
boils down to the game by the barest of margins, and that effort will stand out today. Yeah, it got the leading edge, but it had a lot of pace and power on that. All right then, Gulshan on strike.
That's a smart delivery from Brad Curry. Unexpected, but very effective. Dot ball to end the over. Last 2 overs left in this game. 193 for 7.
Just a 50 point off. Just you need him to go. He's been in a terrible state.
बाँकी 36 खोइ
There we are. Gulshan playing another blinder of an innings. The crowd sitting in anticipation. It could be terrific Tuesday or terrible Tuesday. And it all boils down to the final 2 overs. And that's how quickly the mood is going to change. And it all depends on one man, Gulshan from here on. Nandan Yadav can also come and play a bit of a nuisance value here for Scotland.
Well, Mikhail, it's definitely going to be a terrible Tuesday for one team and a terrific Tuesday for the other. Now, which team is going to carry those 2 points is something that we'll find out in the next 12 deliveries. Scotland need that 1 wicket of Gulshan. It's going to be Nandan Yadav on strike, Brendan McMullen into the attack. Good fielding again. That could have been 2 runs easy, but instead they'll have to suffice with 1. More importantly, Gulshan back on strike. He's on 43 of 25.
The question from here on is the single on for Gulshan on strike? It should have been stopped, but is firmly struck. Now Gulshan on strike, and the blueprint is clear. 6-4. Will he take the single and get to the other end, Shoaib?
Well, I think he's going to go for the big hits, but he'll still take those singles. That's nicely done. That's in the gap, and that's 4 more. Well, this game is getting really interesting, and Gulshan he's playing a heroic knock here for Nepal.
Yeah, he's got to realize his potential. He's a match winner in his own right, and he can find the gaps and the ropes with ease. All he needs to do is stay there. Scotland know they are still not through. Nepal feel that they are in it. High ball, field is converging, opportunity falls in between. They'll come back for the second, and that's being checked again. But everything going Nepal's way at the moment, and that's been given no ball as well. Has that been free hit on offer? The momentum handed back to Nepal, and these boys and girls are on their feet.
Well, that's pressure with a big P on Brendan McMullen. The crowd's on their feet, and so are we in the Combox. They've called it a no ball for the height, and I think it is above waist high, so a good call in the end from the umpires. What this means is it's going to be a free hit, an opportunity to score a big 6 without the risk of getting out. That'll just be a single. He'll take that single, and the 50 comes up for Gulshan. What a way to bring his 50, and what a time to bring his 50 up. Of just 28 balls, he knows the job is not yet done, but this is one of the best knocks that you would see in recent times. Under pressure, this man has just been absolutely brilliant.
His 5th half century coming in a crucial chase, in a crucial moment in their situation in the CWC League 2. Don't take away Nandan Yadav's effort. It's very easy to forget him. What a hit! Nandan Yadav. Well, he's played one of the finest hits we've seen all evening. That's an audacious, daring, and a shot laced with conviction. As Nepal are now closing in on what is turning out to be a turnaround of fortunes.
This game is Nepal's game from here to lose, because this is some brilliant batting. First from Gulshan and now Nandan Yadav joins the party. Hits it straight down the ground over the bowler's head. Almost a six, but they'll take those 4 runs. Oh, that's on the pads. They're going for it. They will take it. They'll take a single. They've got a smile on their face, but trust me, it's not all that easy going out there in the middle.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, tension's reaching its crescendo. The bowler had to go for the ball, the batter had to walk and run in his path. But in the end, good to see a nice high five. We've seen some tempers flare, but it's all in good zest and spirit, and good to see smiles all around. Okay then, here we are, Gulshan on 50.
It's into the block hole. They'll settle for a run, even though there's an opportunity for 2, because Gulshan wants to keep strike for the last over. 13 needed in the last over. Nepal have definitely managed to turn things around
Last over,
in their
last
favor.
over.
But can they cross over the finish line? 38 bowled, 208 for 7.
एक छक्का 2 चौका तो कहीं न गई.
I'll tell you what, for the ones who left the ground early thinking this match is heading nowhere, you'll have missed out on what's probably one of the best games you're seeing in recent history in Nepal cricket. And a young 20-year-old in the name of Gulshan is turning out to be the golden boy in the golden hour of this entire chase. Brad Curry, under pressure, he's cool. Gulshan can be devastating. 13 of 6. We are into the final over. Here we go. Goes hard. They're running the first run fast. 2 for the taking. Should get there comfortably. Gulshan's on strike. Make that 11 in 5.
Yes, they'll take those 2 runs. Gulshan is on strike, and that's what they need. Tense faces. Yes, prayers are on. Appreciation from everyone who's present here. But all that is
बराबर भए पनि
only
हुन्थ्यो.
because Gulshan
20 है.
has played one of the finest ODI innings in recent times. 53 of 30 for him, and he's still out there. 11 needed of 5 balls. Brad Curry coming into bowl. That's in the gap again. But this time they've denied a run. So Gulshan while he had the opportunity of taking a run, he's decided against it.
Nandan is just going up to Gulshan. See that? Nicely bowled. Yeah, you just feel sometimes bowlers get predictable with their lengths, but this time he dug it in short and wide. Just sensing Gulshan could make way and room for himself. Reactions tell a story. Reactions paint a picture. At the moment, it's the action of Gulshan with the bat. 1-6, it all changes again. He can do it. Brad Curry's a very smart bowler. He's going to mix it up really well. Hold on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen. We live for moments like this and matches like these. Takes it on the full, finds the fielder. He'll only fetch a single. Oh, he's coming back for the second. This is suicidal. He's struggling. Oh, he's missed the stumps. Matthew Cross has given a life here to Gulshan. What was suicidal at only 1 run and maybe a wicket. Now it's 2 runs with Gulshan 1 strike. How did he miss that?
छक्का हालेर अरू रन गरे पनि हुन्थ्यो कि.
Oh, he was gone.
2 चौका हाल्नु
But
पर्थ्यो.
Matthew Cross has missed it, and in the background there is the captain, Richie Berrington. Now then, 55 of 32. This is a cliffhanger, a last over thriller. It'll go into the last ball. Nicely fielded there by Finley McCreeth. Better throw would have come in handy. Another good delivery, short and wide. All of a sudden now the momentum going back in favour of Scotland. Well, what a game we are witnessing. It's hair-raising stuff. Just really don't know who is going to take this game. 9-3. Make that 9-2 now. This has turned out to be a bit of a dampener for Nepal. Red Curry, what a spell, what an over. He's accounted for 3 dots. And his health is now in pressure here. And just when Nepal were doing something very historic and special, it's meeting a very, very tame end. Now, one good legal delivery and Scotland are through, but what a game we witnessed. That's a high ball. And that's out of here, but that's not enough to take Nepal home. As they fall short by the thinnest of margins, and the reaction of Gulshan standing his ground tells the story of a fighter losing a battle and going down, not before he tried everything and anything. He'll have to really drag himself as Scotland win this game by the thinnest of margins. One's moment of joy is another's moment of despair, and you can see that on the screens. There it is. You just feel sorry for Nepal and that boy Gulshan so close to taking his team home. But Brad Curry, wherever you are, I've got to give it to him. Brought in all his experience to hold his nerve. And to ensure that he